Hi, my name's Janet and welcome to day 5 of the 30-day yoga challenge. This is 30 yoga classes in 30 days and each class is about 30 minutes long. And I wanted to share with you, guess what just came across my news feed? Harvard University recommends that people do yoga every day for stress. Fantastic. So here we are. We're dealing not only with improving our physical form, feeling strong like we did yesterday, but yoga also helps to reduce stress and helps you navigate your life with a little more ease. So before we get started, have your props nearby. I recommend a couple of blankets, a couple of blocks, and a strap if you've got it. If you don't have a strap, you have lots of options: neckties, belts, little wraps from your bathrobe. Get it ready. So yesterday, day 4, was strong. I challenged you. We really worked on the yoga push-up. So today we're going to do more of a beginning yoga stretch class so that the strong muscles that you built yesterday can also be stretched out. You might be feeling sore, and another benefit of stretching is that we start to move around some of the lactic acid, some of the stuff that gets in our muscles that's a part of our chemistry that can make those muscles sore. So let's get started. Grab 2 blocks, have them nearby, at least 1 blanket, and have your strap. Let's take the blanket down and place it on the mat beneath our knees for child's pose. Yeah, we're still starting in child's pose, so here we go. Onto your hands and knees, open your knees wide, bring your big toes to touch, and sit back on your heels. Just take a moment. How does that feel? Whoa, I'm feeling it in the front of my shin and also through my thighs. Definitely feeling a little stretch in my knees. No pain there. If it doesn't feel good, do something else. So the feet are pointed here. We're getting a good stretch in the tops of our feet as well. So once you've set the foundation, the lower part of your body up for child's pose, let's start to stretch into the front of our body. So hands down, walk them forward. Keep going. Stretch. Stretch as far as you can. Reach, 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 reach. And when you can't reach anymore, then soften. Relax your forehead. Relax your forearms to the mat. Continue to hold child's pose for a little while. As we begin to settle in, bring your awareness to your breathing. How are you breathing? Slow down your breath, Ujjayi breathing, in and out of your nose. Feel the breath flowing. Even it out. Smooth it out. And with your eyes closed, begin to evaluate what parts of your body are really feeling tender today. We really worked strongly yesterday in many of our postures, so really pay attention to where you're feeling the tightness in your muscles. Probably in the core, we did extra strong ab work. Probably through the shoulders and the arms. Your arms usually aren't, we're used to doing yoga push-ups like we did a lot of yesterday, so just settle in and feel the stretch. Let's take 3 more slow, deep breaths here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your nose. Together, breathe in. Breathe out. One more time, deep breath in. Slow exhale. On your next inhale, come up to tabletop. Set your palms beneath your shoulders. Bring your knees in and separate your feet slightly. From here, we'll stretch our belly in cow pose. So breathe in and drop your belly, lift your gaze, tilt your tail up, maybe bend your elbows as you gaze up. Can you feel that stretch in your strong abdominals? We really work them. We also strengthen the back muscles today. Keep breathing, and with your next exhalation, round to cat pose. Pulling your belly in, chin to chest, press your back up. Take 2 or 3 breaths in the stretch. Just feel it. And then with your next inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, move with your breath. Exhale to cat, round it out. Flow into cow as you breathe in, and exhale to cat. Follow the rhythm of your breath. Do 3 more rounds of these stretches, cow and cat. Once more. And then come into a neutral tabletop. Let's stretch our shoulders. As you inhale, take your right arm, reach it up high. And exhale, thread the needle, right arm under left. Come down to your right temple, right shoulder. Stretch your left hand forward. Now, if you feel stable here with your left palm flat, send your left foot back. Ooh, stretching out your hamstring and the back of your left leg. Where do you feel it? Maybe even in the bottom of your foot. One more breath here. Breathe in. Stay there as you breathe out. And then as you inhale, slowly lower the left knee. Keep breathing, left palm in front of your face. And your next breath in brings the right arm high. Come on back down. Let's try the other side. Here we go. Left arm reaches out to the left side and up. And as you exhale, thread the needle, left arm under right. Come on down. Reach your right hand forward. If you feel stable, take the right foot back. Feel the stretch. Take a couple more breaths here. Slow and deep. Smooth and even. And then slowly begin to lower your right knee. Your right palm lands in front of your face. And breathe in to take your left hand up and come back down to tabletop pose. So, downward facing dog. Here we go. Curl your toes under, lead with your tush and push up and back. Keep your knees bent at first. Press your heart back toward your thighs. And then slowly, carefully, bend one knee, deep, press the other straight leg heel to the mat. And switch. Do it a few more times on your own, just really stretching into it. And if I keep you here too long, just come back down to tabletop. Ooh, a couple more breaths. We've got this. And then come back to tabletop position. Bring your knees, your thighs, and your feet together and sit back on your heels. Can you do it with your toes curled under, really stretching the bottoms of your feet? Roll your shoulders down and back. Sit up nice and tall. Just feel your feet stretching, and if it's too much for you, don't do it. Always take care of your body. Always do what feels right for you. One more breath here. And then as you come back to tabletop position, let me ask you to take that blanket and move it off to the side. Let's keep that out of the way. Back into downward facing dog. Hold still in this down dog. Press your hips high. Push your heels down. Spread your fingers wide. Push through your thumb and first finger. Push your heart back toward your thighs. Really stretching out your strong legs. And then look forward and carefully walk to ragdoll. Keep your knees bent a little or a lot. Keep your feet separated, hip distance apart. Hold on to opposite elbows or tuck your pinky fingers into the crook of the opposite elbow and sway gently side to side. Now this is a little more complicated, but see if you can follow along. We're going to release our hands to the mat. Let's take the right hand between your 2 feet, and if you can't touch the mat, grab your block, put it underneath your hand. Start to straighten the left leg, bend your right knee, and reach your left hand high into a twist. There it is, you got it. Just hold there. Can you feel that intense stretch in the left leg? Woo! One more big breath in, and let's change. As you exhale, place your left hand down, change legs, and inhale, reach your right hand high. Take 2 breaths here. Big stretch. Really stretching today. And then release your right hand down, bring your feet together, round up slowly. Circle your arms over your head as you inhale, bring your palms to connect above you, and exhale your hands to your heart. Gaze softly down over your fingertips or close your eyes and just take a moment to notice how you feel here today. Yesterday was all about strength. Today we're stretching. Set your intention to relax, to let go. Breathe it in. And as you exhale, open your eyes and release your palms down. Let's flow. Inhale, mountain. Now, we're stretching today, so as you reach up high and feel strong, eyes are wide open. I want you to look up and exhale into a back bend. Can you stay there as you breathe in? And maybe bend further back as you breathe out. Your arms can go wider. Maybe bend your elbows. And then breathe in to come back up. And as you exhale, folding forward, soften your knees. We're easy, stretching down. Good. With your next breath in, lift to a halfway lift. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, nice flat back. Lean more body weight forward toward the balls of your feet. You'll get more stretch in the back of your legs. You feel it? One more big breath in. And as you exhale, plant your palms and simply step to down dog. We'll skip the push-up today. We really worked it yesterday, so let's just stretch. Take 3 breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, big breath in. And as you exhale, look forward and step to forward fold. Inhale, flat back, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to mountain. Let's do this 1 breath to 1 movement. Exhale, backward bend. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Breathe in. Stay there as you breathe out. As you inhale, look forward. And exhale, walk to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain. Let's do 1 more round. Here we go. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step back to downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Stay there as you breathe that breath out. Inhale, look forward, and exhale to walk to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way to mountain, bring your palms to touch, and exhale your hands to your heart center. Take a moment to notice how you feel. The sun salutations are done to warm up the body, so you're probably a little warmed up, and now is a good time to stretch. So for this next sequence, I want you to get your 2 blocks if you have them. Place them at the upper corners of your mat. Whatever you're using for blocks, maybe you're using books or Tupperware I suggested in the past. Then I recommend a blanket for beneath your knees. So we're gonna put a blanket about where it was when we started our practice. Have the strap nearby and step forward. Breathe in, reach high, mountain pose. Breathe out, forward fold. Breathe into halfway lift. And as you exhale, grab your blocks, shift them to whatever setting feels most stable, shift onto your right foot and step your left foot to the back of your mat. Drop your left knee to the mat and push your hips forward. You can take your blocks and roll them up to a higher setting, roll your shoulders down and back. What I'm trying to get you to do here is stretch the front of your left hip. You'll feel that stretch. We did a lot of chair poses yesterday, and that shortens and tightens those muscles called the hip flexors. So we're stretching them out. Really feeling it there. Shine your heart forward. Good. Whew. 1 more big breath in. Stay as your breath flows out. All right, start to shift back. Here we go. This is called half monkey god stretch or Hanumasana. We're gonna take our blocks and walk them back. Straighten out the front leg and see if you can flex the right toes, the front toes back. Your blocks can stay high. You might bring them lower. I like mine at their lowest, most stable setting. And then you want to bow down over the right leg. As your right toes pull back towards your nose, you should come and feel the back of your right leg. Just feeling it stretch. Can you make sure I'm recording, Julie?
Yes.
You'll just have to cut this part.
Yep, I can cut it and you are on. Yes.
Good. Take 2 more breaths here. Feel that big stretch. Whew. Whenever you stretch your hamstrings, it also helps assist you in stretching out your back a little bit. So now we're going to shift forward. Take your left block at the inside of your left foot and keep your left hand on the left block. We're done with the right block for right now. We're going to take our right hand, circle it up, down, and back. Now you could stay there, or maybe try bending your left knee and seeing if you can grab your left foot with your right hand. This posture is called twisted monkey. It's kind of funny. And if you don't grab the foot, that's okay. Maybe you're just reaching back. And then let's come forward. We're gonna come back to downward facing dog, so shifting the props out of the way, step back to down dog. Just stretch it out. Can you notice how one leg feels different than the other? My right leg feels more flexible than my left right now. Carefully negotiate over your blanket and come to forward fold. From here, let's rise all the way up and bring our hands to heart center. Are you ready for side two? Let's stretch it out. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Grab your blocks, shift onto the left foot, breathe in, and as you breathe out, step your right foot as far back as you can step. Come down to your right knee, move your blocks to about the same place at the same setting you had for side one. And then begin to push forward, roll your shoulders down and back. I think I had my blocks about here, side one, so I'm gonna match it up. We're really now stretching the front of the right hip. I hope you can feel it there, really stretching it out. Good. Take 2 more breaths here. If you want to lift your gaze, roll your shoulders down away from your ears. Just breathe. And now we'll counter stretch, pulling the hips back, straightening out the left leg, pull your blocks back. I believe I had mine at my lowest setting for the first side, so I'm going to match that up. As I straighten this left leg, I pull my left toes back toward my nose, flexing the foot, and then stretch down over the left leg. Just breathe. Ooh, I notice my left side feels tighter than my right side did. That's not unusual. Our bodies are asymmetrical, but in yoga, we continue to work towards symmetry. With every breath out, go a little deeper. Let go. And now start to lift your gaze and shift forward. We're going to take the right block on the inside of the left foot, move our left block forward, out of the way, take the left hand, circle it up, down, and back, and bend the right knee. Some of you might be able to grab your right foot with your left hand. This is called twisted monkey. It's kind of a funny little stretch. I like it. It feels so good for my tight muscles. And if you can't reach your right foot, don't worry about it. It'll happen in time. Just reach back toward it. Nice. And then let's bring it back to downward facing dog. So I'm going to move the blocks out of the way, lift up the right knee, and step back to downward facing dog. Spread your fingers wide, really stretch it out. Good. Look forward and step to the top of your mat. Let's inhale to roll all the way up, bring your palms to touch, and exhale your hands to your heart center. I'm going to turn to face the camera just so that you can see what we'll do next. We're going to take a couple of balance poses. We've been working on tree pose and dancers. We will get to both of those. But first, let's use this opportunity to stretch. So if you need to move close to a dresser or a wall or something for balance, take your time and make that happen. Shift onto your left foot, lift your right knee, and take your hands around the right knee and see if you can pull it toward your chest. Really good stretch. It's a challenge to balance. Maybe just the right hand is working and holding the knee and the left hand is holding you steady. Woo, for 3. Stay with me. We got this. 2, 1. Good. Lower your right leg down. Shift onto the right leg. Lift your left knee up. See if you can grab the left knee, hug it to your chest. Big stretch. We've been practicing balance now for 4 days, so we can find that anything we do consistently, keep doing yoga, just like recommended by Harvard University every day. And everything comes with time. And then slowly lower your left leg back down. Okay, moving into tree pose. Shift to your left foot, turn your right foot out, and place the foot against your ankle, perhaps your calf. Please avoid the knee joint. If you want to go deeper, reach down with your right hand, grab the right ankle, and place the right foot at your inner thigh. It's a pretty advanced version, but try if you like it. And stay as you are, or reach your arms overhead, really stretching and reaching. Take 2 more breaths here, steady and slow, in and out of your nose, smooth and even. Good. And then slowly your hands come back to your heart. Your right foot returns to your yoga mat. Trying side 2, here we go. Shift to the right foot, turn your left foot out. How high did you bring it on side 1? Match it up here on the second side. Even though one side is usually easier to balance on, try to balance both sides of your body by doing the same thing. My right foot is always harder for me to balance on. It's just the way that my body is made, but over 20 years plus of practicing yoga, I've been able to even it out so I can balance pretty well on both feet. If you grew branches on side one, do it on side two, reaching your arms, relax your shoulders and extend through the crown of your head. Can you hold here for 2 more slow and steady breaths? Good. And then slowly bring your hands back to your heart and lower your left foot to the yoga mat. Awesome. So dancers is our next stretchy pose. You're going to start by shifting onto your left foot. Both arms are high, right elbow to the right hip, and kick your right foot into your seat. So you can stay there or begin to kick back as you reach forward. Find your version. Really push the right foot away from your seat. Can you feel your strong quad thigh muscle on the right side stretching? And when you're ready, bring it up and release back to mountain so we can do the second side. Take your left elbow to your left hip with your palm open. Shift onto your right foot, kick your right foot into your seat. Kick your left foot into your seat and grab it. Squeeze your knees together and then kick back as you reach forward. Keep kicking, really stretching. This is a challenging pose. It's so good for you. Keep it going. We got this. And then slowly release. Woo! Hands back to your heart. Just take a moment and breathe. We're going to do only one core strengthening practice today, and that's boat pose. So let's come to seated on the mat. As you come to seated on your yoga mat, your feet are out in front of you. Grab a hold of the backs of your knees. Roll your shoulders down and back and sit up nice and tall. And then start to lean back and lift your feet up off the mat. If that's too much, leave your feet back down on the mat. If you feel like you want to take the full boat, your arms can extend and maybe straighten your legs and hold for 3, 2, 1. Good. Grab your strap and come to lying on your back. Our focus today is stretching. So we're going to get into a stretch sequence with our strap. It might still have a loop from yesterday's yoga practice. If you have a loop, you can use it. If not, don't worry about it. Either way, it'll work. You're going to place the strap over the balls of your feet and send your feet high. Start to rock your feet a little bit side to side. Maybe send your heels away from you. Feel that gentle massage in your low back. Now take your toes and send them over your head a little bit. Woo! Big stretch, right? Good. Now come back to neutral and release your left foot out of the strap. Place it flat on the mat and take both ends of the strap into your right foot as close to the right foot as you can get it. Place your left hand on your left hip and pull your right shoulder down. So you're feeling a big stretch. It's okay to bend the knee if you're really tight, or your hands might be further from your foot than mine is from me. We're going to take this into a little bit of a hip opener by opening our right leg to the right side. Yowza, that's a big stretch. Can you continue to hold? Now the reason your left hand is on your hip because your left hip will want to lift up. So try to keep your hips nice and level. Awesome. Whew. With your next breath in, bring the right foot up, switch the strap into your left hand, and guide your right foot over your body into a twist. Let your hip lift off. The right hip lifts off and follows the right leg. Now take your right shoulder, push it back down, reach your right hand out to the right, and turn your gaze to the right. There you go, just stretching it out, breathing it out. You can tilt your big toe toward the earth a little bit more, and you're really gonna get that stretch on the outside of the right leg. Slowly bring your right leg up into the air. Now this is kind of fun. Flex your left foot, move my blocks. Flex your right foot, keep your right foot in the air, no strap. Ever so slowly, with abdominal control, lower your right leg to the mat, next to your left leg, and pause. It feels like my right leg is longer than my left leg. Maybe you have that same sensation. All right, let's even them out. Let's take the left foot up into the air, push the strap over the ball of the left foot, keep your left foot flexed. Grab close to the left foot with your left hand, pull your left shoulder back down, right hand on the right hip, keep your hips level, just stretch the back of the left leg. And please feel free to bend the knee for this if you need to. Always take good care of your body. You know what's best for you. Okay, here we go, the hip opener. We're gonna take the left foot to the left, keep the right hand on the right hip, keep your hips level as you open the left leg to the left. Big stretch, just breathe. We're gonna hold this for a few breaths, just like we did on the first side, matching the right and left sides of our body as best we can. Whew. Ready for the change? Let's take the left leg up. The left leg is still in the air as the right hand grabs the strap and guides the left leg over your body now to the right. Allow your hips to swivel, hitting the curtains here, that's okay. And reach out to the left. Oh my goodness, if you need to bend the knee a little, you can. If you want to turn your bottom of your foot toward the floor a little bit, you'll get a little more stretch. And the outside of the left leg, left hand reaches out and your gaze is in the opposite direction of your leg. So you're looking left as your leg goes right. Nice. Whew, here we go, let's release. Bring the left leg up. Take the left foot out of the strap, but keep the left leg in the air and the right leg on the mat. Both feet flexed, and slowly, with core control, lower your left leg next to your right leg on the mat. Oh my goodness, that felt so good. Keep your strap nearby. We'll use it again one more time later. Take a full stretch, breathe in. As you exhale, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze, rock side to side. And then change direction and rock and roll on your spine 3 times until you come up to seated for one more boat pose. So you're sitting nice and tall. Roll your shoulders down and back. Look forward, maybe lift your legs up. Maybe reach the arms out. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Good. Cross your ankles, plant your palms, and let's step back to downward facing dog. Stretching it out in downward facing dog. This next sequence of postures really stretches your back and the backs of your legs. So here we go. Inhale your right leg high and exhale. Bring your right foot between your thumbs. Grab one block, place it inside the right foot. Bend the right knee, spin the back foot flat, and rise up to warrior 2. Your back foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. Your front toes point forward. Moving into triangle, straighten the right leg, tip your hips back, reach forward, tilt. I like to take my block to its highest setting, place it inside of the right foot, plant my palm on that block, and reach my left hand high. Pull your left shoulder back, tuck your right hip under, extend through your spine, and even look up. Big stretch. Take one more deep breath in here. Hold out there as you breathe out. Release the block, and let's rise up. Pivot your right foot in. Take your arms out like the letter T. Inhale, and as you exhale, fold forward. Wide leg forward fold. Let's move that strap for me and just hold on to the ground. If you can't reach the ground, use a block. If you can, lower deeply, maybe holding your ankles and really folding deep. Take your arms out wide like the letter T and inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, back to warrior 2. Breathe in here, and as you exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat. Step back to down dog for side 2. Here we go. Inhale, your left leg lifts. Exhale, step your left foot between your thumbs. Spin your back foot flat. Grab a block, place it inside the left foot, and then rise to warrior 2. Check your alignment. Both arms stretch out at shoulder height. Bending into the left knee, arms stretch out. Take a deep breath in, reach forward. Exhale, reach back. Stay right in the middle. Breathe in, straighten the left leg. And as you exhale, tilt, triangle side 2. Find your block. Place it where it works for you. Reach your right hand high. Tuck your left hip under. Open your right hip up. Maybe look up to the right hand. Big stretch in your left leg. Big stretch for your hips. Really feeling it. One more big breath in. Stay as the breath flows out. And then inhale, rise up. Let's move that block. Ooh, I want to grab the strap. Pivot the left foot in. Take the strap behind your back. Take one end of the strap in each hand. Lift your heart up as you breathe in and exhale, using the strap today to stretch your arms behind your back. Ooh, that feels so good. Get your head as close to the mat as you can. Just breathe. And then come all the way up. Releasing the strap, set it aside. Find your warrior 2. Breathe in warrior 2 and breathe out to step back to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, shift forward to high plank and lower all the way down. Come down to your knees and lower to your belly. So we're going to use this back strengthening for front body stretching, if you will. So take your palms today a little bit in front of your shoulders. Chin is on the mat. Your legs can zip together. And we're going to inhale to our highest cobra so your hips stay on the mat. Your elbows pull in and you look up. Stretch the front of your body. Take one more big breath in. And then exhale to release down. Place your right temple on the mat. Rest your arms down by your side. Just breathe. Whew. This next back bend is really stretchy. Bring your chin to the mat and place your palms at the upper corners of your mat. Separate your feet as wide as the edges of your mat. Have your heels fall in as your toes turn out. This is called seal, and it comes from the yin yoga practice. Straighten your arms as you lift up as high as you comfortably can. Then lift your gaze up and look up. If you're not feeling much in the front of your body, come back down and then walk your hands back and lift a little bit higher. Please take good care of your body. Anybody feeling good here? If you feel good but you want to stretch more, lift your head up, bend your knees, and bring your toes to touch like they do in child's pose, and maybe your toes touch the top of your head. Just breathe. Roll your shoulders down and back, really stretching. One more big breath in, and then breathe out to release all the way down. This time the left temple comes to the mat, and your arms rest right by your side. Let it go. Place your palms beneath your shoulders and push up into tabletop onto your hands and knees. Let's loosen up with a few cow-cat stretches. As you breathe in, drop your belly and lift your gaze, stretch your belly. As you breathe out, round your spine, press your back toward the ceiling. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, cat, round it out, chin to chest. One more time. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. On your inhale, come to a neutral tabletop position. Exhale to downward facing dog to prepare for pigeon pose. Pigeon can be done on your back if you're really needing a little easier version. Otherwise, from here, breathe your right leg high and exhale your right knee next to your right wrist. Let your shin fall across the mat. If it can come parallel to the front of the mat, keep your right foot flexed. If your shin falls down, point your toes, and maybe even the heel of your right heel comes to your left hip. Check your back left leg is stretched way back there. Square your hips and shoulders, and then surrender forward. Feel free to add a block if you want beneath your forehead. Whatever makes you feel comfortable here, relax into pigeon. Our inspiration and intention today was letting go. Pigeon is a posture where we really get into the hip socket, really loosening up, really deep stretching. So here is an opportunity to let go. Is something weighing heavy on your mind? Is it time for you to practice some forgiveness? This is a great posture to forgive yourself, forgive someone else, or let go. And then slowly come back up, slowly palms to the mat. Curl your left toes under. And breathe out to come back to down dog. Sometimes I like to take the right leg up and wiggle it around. Try it if you like. Loosen up the hip. Coming back down, let's inhale the left leg high and exhale your left knee to your left wrist. Place your shin on the mat. Stretch your right leg back. Check it out. And then surrender forward. Let more go. Is there something in life that just doesn't serve you anymore? Maybe it's an attitude or a way of thinking. Something that you're doing that's not beneficial. You might mindfully say, I let that go. Relax, release it, let it go. And then let's slowly make our way back up, moving slow as we draw the practice to a close. Coming first onto the palms, then curl the right toes under, And maybe you send the left leg into the air and bend the knee and just wiggle it around a little bit. Let go of any kind of tightness you feel there and come back to your last down dog. Big stretch, breathe it in. And as you exhale, look forward and step all the way through and have a seat on your mat. Extend your legs out in front of you. Check that you've got plenty of mat behind you. Maybe pull the fleshy part of your tush back a little bit so you feel a little more connection of your sits bones. The lowest point of your pelvis, so these little sits bones, feel them connect to the mat. Grab your strap. We did this lying on our back. We can make it a little more intense. We're stretching today. That's the focus. Stretching out our strong and somewhat sore muscles from yesterday's practice. So here we go. Breathe in, maybe lift a little bit, and as you exhale, breathe out and fold forward. Just take a few breaths here, really stretching. Close your eyes. Where do you feel it the most? Boy, do I feel this in my back today and the backs of my legs as well. One more big breath in, deepest forward fold as that breath flows out. And then breathe in to rise back up. Let's go ahead and set that strap aside and slowly come to lying on your back. Once you make your way down, draw your knees into your chest. Reach between your legs and grab your feet. Pull your tail back toward the mat and rock gently side to side. We really stretched our legs today, so maybe straighten your legs. We come into Happy Baby as a reminder that this is our life journey, and the journey is designed to be playful, light, and happy. Sure, there's things we gotta take care of and situations we have to work through. But if we can let go, maybe we can travel our journey just a little bit lighter. Let's draw our knees into the chest, give them a squeeze, moving into a supine twist. Extend your left leg flat on the mat. Pull your right knee in nice and tight, breathe in, and as you exhale, guide your right leg to the left. As the right knee follows over to the left, turn your gaze to the right and reach your right hand out. Twisting is such a beneficial stretch for your spine. Hopefully you're feeling it through your torso. It really feels good. Twisting is also wonderful for other reasons. Unravel your twist and hug both knees into your heart space. Twisting postures give us a different perspective. They invite change. So release the right leg down. Pull the left knee in, breathe it in. And as you exhale, guide your left leg across your body to the right. And then turn your gaze to the left. Another perspective, a different point of view. Especially in relationships, it's good to open our mind to other people's perspective and other ideas. Be open to receiving new insights and new information. Slowly unravel your twist. Hug both of your knees into your heart. Give yourself a squeeze. Maybe pull your forehead toward your knees. Breathe in. And as you exhale, let it all go. Shavasana, relaxation posture. Take up as much space as you need. Spread your legs a little wider. Take your arms and reach them out a little wider to the side. And maybe tuck your chin to your chest and let go of a little tension in the back of your neck. Close your eyes. Surrender and let go. Let go of control over your breath. Just allow it to flow. Easy and slow. Natural. I recommend that you rest here for 4 or 5 minutes. And as you continue to rest, I'd like to share a little bit more insight and information. Why do we want to stretch? We stretch to help lengthen out the strong muscles that we work so hard every day. Yesterday was particularly a strong practice, so we follow that up with a stretchy class in order to balance out all that strength. We are able to release some of the tenderness in our muscles just by moving energy around. And when we're willing to stretch and release and let go, we open ourselves up like a vessel, open to receiving, receive new insights, receive information, receive inspiration from life. I hope you found this class inspiring for you. Thank you for joining me for the 30-day yoga challenge, 30 yoga classes, 30 days in a row, and each class is about 30 minutes long. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your comments. Please feel free to leave them below. And if you haven't already gotten our cheat sheet, we have a free cheat sheet for you that breaks down a lot of the postures, all of the postures that we're doing. So be sure to download that for yourself so that if you want to take some time to really understand the postures, we've got additional information there for you as well. If you're ready from Shavasana, bring yourself up to seated. And once seated, bring your hands to prayer position right in front of your heart. Gaze softly down over your fingertips or close your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me for yoga today. At the end of a yoga practice, we say a word that honors the love and the light, the goodness in each of us. And you can say it with me or repeat it after me if you like. Draw your hands up to the third eye, space between your eyebrows. The light within me honors the light in you. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you once again for subscribing to Free Yoga Club and watching our videos. I hope they're benefiting your life. And as the Harvard Journal reported, do yoga every day. It's great for stress. It gives you a better perspective on life after taking some time for yourself and doing a little yoga. Make it a great day.